of course it can't be. It's a hunger strike. And we enter the long history of those that have been engaged in hunger strikes, right, before. Folks in the civil rights movement in the mid-20th century in the U.S., right? Folks in the Irish folks that were imprisoned, right, under British oppression in the 70s and 80s, and Palestinians that are in hunger strike to fight against the apartheid in Israel and Palestine. And we enter that history. Pardon me?
Also, Kashmiris in India, they're also going through a hunger strike.
Right, of course, in Kashmir, yes. There is a long history of hunger strikes. And we enter that knowing that history and feeling that spirit in us. But knowing that we need to enter that history and bring that memory forward because ISU is not listening. ISU is not listening to the fact that we are in poverty because their success is so woven up in it. And we need to take drastic action in order to highlight that our poverty is not right.
It ain't right. It ain't right.
And so, with that hunger strike announcement in mind, and with the Dean of Students and his declaration imposing on us that we cannot use our voices, we cannot use our bodies in a free way, in a public space, on a campus that we fund and pay for.
That ain't right.
That ain't right. And what I'd like to offer for us to do instead, since they took away our megas, and they took away our PAs, and they said just use your voices, what I'd like to say is, let's go inside.
Yeah.
We want them to hear us. They need to hear us. Put on your mask, and let's make sure that we're going to walk to the first floor, we're going to walk up the front. We're going to make sure they hear us. Let's walk slowly, y'all.
Hey, Steven,
Yeah, but let's get inside quickly.
Steven, I gotta get to class, so I'll just hold this and then.
Let's walk slowly, but get inside quickly.
Yep. Thank you. I'm going to start chanting. ISU pays poverty wages!
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 Those bastards, they got him. Let's go back in.
ISU pays poverty wages. 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 ISU pays poverty wages.
Let's give it up for us!
We're awesome!
We are awesome. They are not. They don't make ISU work. We do. Hubby Hall likes to tell a story. And it's a story that is designed to put us to sleep.
That ain't right.
And the story goes like, hey students, hey workers, you receive decrees from us, from above. And those decrees, those declarations are, you must live in poverty.
Whoa!
And we're saying a very simple word.
That's some perfidious ass shit!
We're saying a little simpler word than perfidious. It's called no. We are saying no to the power structure, no to poverty wages, no to exploitation. And what we want to say yes to is each other. We are saying yes to all of us, this growing collective body that we're making. Because it's growing, y'all. It's no coincidence that every time we have a successful event or use a tactic, they come at us and say, you can't do that. And now a car wants to hit us. So unfortunately, it's not an uncommon tactic.
Alright, Jimmy Johnson can go through it.
But we do something successful and good for us, and what does ISU say? ISU says, no, you can't do that. That's against the rules they make. Is it any coincidence that the rules ISU makes are rules that are good for us to break? Freedom is a pretty tainted word, given who goes around saying freedom. But how free is this campus if we can't say what we want and where we want in public? Right here on the quad, or outside of Hubby Hall. How free is ISU if the Dean of Students can send us emails threatening disciplinary processes because we used an amplifier, because we used a megaphone? That ain't right! So, we may have stopped today, only because they caught us off guard a little bit. And we know that we have pretty loud voices! And if they were smart, which we gotta give them a little credit, again, they are pretty good at exploiting us. When we go in public and when we do actions like this, we bring more people in. People see us fighting for our lives and fighting for their lives, and they want to join. So ISU can attempt to take our voice away, but what they didn't know is that you can't take our voice away. John Davenport can't take our voice away. ISU can't take our voice away. And we are going to be chanting this phrase until it stops. ISU pays poverty wages.
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 So if you're listening, join us today, tomorrow, next week, a year from now, because we're not going to stop until we make ISU into a place that works for the people that actually make ISU work.